all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Rams have the first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds his back. Kyron Williams. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Complete over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal to I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They go play action. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They strike for 23 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not any catch he makes. His intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short pass brought in, the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Going deep here for the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start the game off right with a 6-0 lead.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars 7, Rams nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. That's caught by Williams.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. To throw, Stafford. Screen here for Williams. Up the sideline, past the 40. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Your work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. He sent a man in motion. Stafford from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Ethan Evans on out a punt. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Complete to Thomas Hunter. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Now they've got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal as they take over after the block.
There was some vulnerability right up the middle, a punter's nightmare, and that's exactly where they attacked. Pressure got through, got a straight shot at the punter who couldn't get it off in time.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 13-0 lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On is Little for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
Rams nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Slot man motioned over. Stafford now off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Sanford. He's got the hook up to Adams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Stafford throwing again. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And that's a nice chunk of yardage there. How about a 9-yard gain? It's going to be 2nd and 6. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. Stafford's going to throw once more. Makes the catch. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here. Now Stafford again. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
It's Stafford once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get their first point of this game just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Rams 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Lawrence with it on first. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and 1, Lawrence to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Logan Cook on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Mevis ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 from the 32. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Hauled in by Myers. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Tootin on first and 10. He's across midfield into Rams territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
A gain of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's their first carry for LeQuint Allen. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Zone read handoff to Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Rams have the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Stafford from the gun. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Running it after the penalty. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Foyesade Aluakin on the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Third and long for him here. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The #1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on fourth. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First down from the 42. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Man in motion here. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bayshore and they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the Rams' 24-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, going left. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead.
24, Rams 7.
Jaguars. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. We walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Screen here for Williams. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Rams trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 8 on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Los Angeles.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Stafford throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. And I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
To the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And oh, he got it! Interception!
You knew it before this drive started that field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.